Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the podcast. Don't know what I'm going to call it yet. Probably going to edit in. Boom, big splash card. I got a couple topics. Fucking about to start yammering, talking about random shit. Not random. I got a bunch of topics written down in this here post-it note. First of which, Chris Rock got the shit smacked out of him. That was pretty funny. He got actually bitch slapped. Roll the clip.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow.
Then he gets yelled at by Will Smith. I thought that was incredibly funny.
Yep.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay?
Definitely deserved, but at the same time, not a good show for Will Smith. I gotta add. I kind of hope they started fist fighting. It's all I wanted. I thought the funniest part about it, the only reason Will Smith went up and hit Chris Rock was just for the one fact, if he didn't, Jada, or whatever her name is, was going to go up, use the fucking 4 elements on him. Airbender style. With her fucking giant bald head. This bitch got the biggest fucking cranium known to man, and she shaved her hair. She has alopecia or whatever. You talk to people outside and you're like, oh, no, fuck that lady. And people are like, oh, it's a life-threatening disease. Okay. It's alopecia. She just loses her hair. Let me look at what alopecia is real quick, actually. Funnily enough, the first thing that comes up when you look up alopecia is Jada Pinkett Smith. I find that incredibly funny for some reason. Don't know why. It's an autoimmune disorder that causes your hair to come out often in clumps and sizes over a quarter. It resolves within months. So, for all the people I talk to on a day-to-day basis that yelled at me for making fun of her alopecia, go fuck yourself. Because that is not life-threatening at all. She's just bald as shit. She has a giant fucking head. Chris Rock, not funny at all. Hated all his comedy. Terrible. G.I. Jane joke, pretty funny. I think that's why he was upset. Was the joke was so accurate. Because like you realize when he makes a joke, Chris Rock's like, what's the deal with alopecia? Fucking Jada Smith, whatever her fucking name is. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. And you see Will Smith like look at his wife, and he goes, you can see he laughed. It was a funny joke. He laughed at it. It was a funny joke. But then he looks over at his wife, mind you, who cheated on him, looked over and then realized, hey, I'm pussy whipped. And she whispered over like Voldemort in his ear and went, kill the child. And so he did. He stood up and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. And you can see that's not, even if it was staged, okay? What do they gain out of that? It's negative reception. I think they're just fucking toxic is what it is. You have Jada cheated on him and then emotionally manipulated him on a TV show in front of millions of people. And then you have Will Smith that's like, my wife cheated on me. Time to get back with her. What? And you guys expect this guy to be like an upstanding member of society and not smack people? What the fuck? Like 4 years ago, they boycotted the Oscars because Will Smith didn't get in or whatever. I found that really funny. They went from boycotting it to fucking making it amazing. I'm so glad I saw that live. I'm so glad it was censored. It made it 8 times as funny just seeing Will Smith fucking screaming at him. That was hilarious. I would pay money to see that again. In person. I want to see that shit. I want to sit behind Will Smith. I had a time machine. I'd go back, sit behind Will Smith, and fucking like a guy in the wrestling the wrestler's corner, just fucking rubbing his shoulders out, pouring cold water on his head. Ice pack, just an ice pack. Just fucking. I think my favorite part about this whole thing, Chris Rock gets smacked, right? And he just goes, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Thank you, Chris Rock. I'm glad you said that out loud. It makes it so much funnier. The fact you said it out loud, Chris Rock. Man, he smacks it off like a child being disciplined by his mom. You can tell he's tearing up too. He's like, you can see the shoulders just come up. Will Smith had a lot of anger built up. That was a smack from a cuck who has not had a touch of titty in months, years, perhaps. That built up rage. What do I know? I'm a fat idiot on the internet. I just think it's funny that he even won an award. He smacked him, won an award, and then had a celebration party where he's popping champagne bottles. This guy had the biggest night of his life. And then, like, the next day, he makes a post on Instagram that's like, I'm deeply sorry for my assault on Chris Rock. No, you're not. You're fucking not. You don't care. If you did, you would have been like, hey, listen, my bad. Things got out of hand. I'm sorry. No, but he was like, this fucking... He's just trying not to get a lawsuit on his hands. Chris Rock's taking it fine, though. He's a little bitch. He's not filing anything at all. Dude, I would be like, listen, you made what, 3.7 on I Am Legend? Give me some of that. My wife, dude, he was screaming like a man about to be murdered. He was upset. I think my favorite part about all of this is right before Will walks up to go to smack him. Before the dreaded smacking of the face. Chris Rock compliments him. He's like, if Will Smith doesn't win an award this year, you like buddy friend shit, right? 2 seconds later, whoop-ah! Bro treats him like a Rust, like from fucking dude you'd find in Rust. Hey, you want to come in my house? Yeah. Fucking 20 minutes later, yeah, we're friends now. Yeah, we're friends. Oh, you've let me into your domicile, my friend. It seems you have made one blunder, one miscalculation. You know, fucking Jada's going home, and it was like sitting in the car ride home. That must have been so fucking. The air must have been boiling from the pressure. Fucking Will Smith is over here like looking at his wife like, did I make her proud? Is mommy gonna love me now? Can I sleep on the couch instead of outside, please? Jada's like, no, you can't, you're nothing. Scratch that. Best part, I know for a fact Chris Rock is talking to relatives right now. They're like, why don't you smack the shit out of him, huh? Because that's what everyone's relatives does when you get hit or smacked by any person you know. They're like, why don't you fight back? Why don't you fight back? Oh, dude. Oscars haven't been funny for a while now. Today or yesterday, they were pretty fucking funny. Or day before yesterday, excuse me. Whenever this comes out, I don't fucking know. Yeah, also, it is currently it's currently 36 degrees. We're in springtime. What the fuck? What's up with this? Supposed to be able to go outside and I'm like, oh, weather, ooh, I can go for a walk. I don't have to wear a... Speaking of stupid shit, 3-car, it's like an 18-car pileup near where I live. 3 people died. Rest in peace to them. Do a little prayer. During a snow squall in the start of spring. What? Excuse me? From my perspective, at least, it was relatively okay. It wasn't very heavy snowfall. It was normal. It was nice. It was okay. I was putting signs up outside, installing them. Continue on with my day. You go outside, it's snowing a little bit, and then I'm walking home reading the news, and I'm like, oh man, what's going on here? Fucking 3 people dead on a highway. What? Excuse me? Billie Eilish won, no, back to the Oscars. Billie Eilish won Best Female Musician, I think it was. Which, good on her. Good on her. It's good she's not creating any toxic workplace entities like Will Smith, Chris Rock, Jada. I really don't like them. All 3 of them. Never liked Chris Rock. Not very funny. Will Smith. He was an I Am Legend. I like that. King Richard sucked. It was a bad movie. You could not pay me to watch that again. Jada's a fucking troll. I'm talking about an internet troll. I'm talking about like a cave troll. Their bald ass fucking head. Oh. Let me fucking stop before she comes in here and headbutts me. Shows me what's what. The Jada surprise. Whoopah! And then she cheats on you. And she humiliates you in front of a fucking 1,000 people. Live audience, might I add. Live audience. What the fuck's up with social security numbers? Social security numbers. Shit's retarded. What is the point of them? Why do I need it? Oh, your retirement. Your retirement. Please stop taking money out of my paychecks. I would very much appreciate having those $50 when I need to buy gas or something. I don't know, in general. If I go to the store and I see a nice pristine bottle of unlabeled soda, cola, if you may, and I'm like, ooh, look, soda, and I realize, I look at my bank account balance, and I'm like, no money, I'm broke, because they take $50 out of like every paycheck. Welcome to being an adult. Government fucks you over. Like the state I live in, if you fight somebody, you get arrested. Excuse me. Some hooligan jumps out of a locker and he starts swinging at you. Give you the old 1-2, right? And you turn around with your Metal Gear Solid tactics and training, and you roundhouse kick him, defending yourself, might I add. No further or below force. You both get arrested. And you both get charged money by the government. You get charged by the government because they deemed you did something wrong. You there, little boy, little German boy, you did something wrong. Go into naughty chair. No, little German boy, don't defend yourself in a conflict. We'll charge you. They end up charging you like fucking $300. And that's a permanent assault charge if you lose the case. And aggravated assault, excuse me. Oh, aggravated assault. That makes it so much fucking different when I'm going to work at a McDonald's and they see it on my resume and they're like, prone to violence. They look at me and I'm some fat, doughy white kid sitting in a chair, man tits hanging out of the side of his shirt, sweating because it's hot, and they're like, "It says here that you have multiple misdemeanors on your record. We can look past those, but the aggravated assault charge is a different story." And I go, I sigh and I move on. I go to work at Subway's or something. This fucking Subway's hires anybody. Jake from, not Jake. Who's the pedophile who worked at? What the fuck? It's like John or something. I gotta look this up. Jared Fogle. This guy, he looked like a fucking pedophile. Dude, the new fucking Subway spokesperson is giant. Holy shit. Friendly fire. What the fuck is this guy's name? Yeah, no, Jared Fogle is the fucking pedophile guy. Put a whoosh, picture of him up right here. Put a picture of him floating. That's Jared Fogle, if you don't remember. The guy who told us to eat Subway. This guy looks like the fucking Riddler. Speaking of the Riddler, Batman movie, very fucking good. I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips, and I kind of like how the direction they went with Robert Pattinson in that movie, considering every other movie he's been in has either been A, a joke, or B, a joke. They went a good direction with him because they put him in a more serious role. This Batman's definitely way more expressive with his emotions, but still subdued. He's not some fucking himey-mimey piece of shit like whoever played Patrick Bateman when he played Batman. Don't get me wrong, Christian Bale's cool as fuck. I love Christian Bale. Just didn't like how he played Batman, be honest. He didn't talk at all. It just felt fucking one-off. Love Christian Bale, though. Fucking... He's a pretty good actor. Don't fucking crucify me, please. That guy sucked. Never bring him back. Don't recast him. He sucks ass. Don't bring him back. Or the last Batman. Anybody before him. I don't like any of them. Keep the mask on. Thank you. Keep being edgy and emo. That's who Batman is. I want to keep that Batman secure. Now, moving on to the Riddler. I love every Riddler so far. They're all fucking magnificent. Especially Hush. Hush's Riddler was phenomenal. I love that guy. But this new Riddler hits a little different. It hits a different part of my heartstrings. That's like, what the fuck's up with the saran wrap? If you don't know, fucking boop. Here's another picture. It's the new Riddler. Here's Hush. Boop. There's Hush. I just thought his character was funny because he's just a fucking Twitch streamer or whatever platform he streams on, like Vimeo or something. He seems like a Vimeo streamer, to be honest. It just hates the government. And I watch clips of it and stuff, and he's like, if you are just... It's just like how he talks. He's some fucking swarmy douchebag. It sounds like someone you'd meet in a COD MW lobby or something. Some dude that works at a grocery store. And like I like the progress of the mask. Alternative to that fucking stupid top hat he wore one time. That shit was retarded. No, but he has like a cool, like, it's a US Army, like, it's a high cold mask. So you don't fucking lose your nose walking around Alaska. But, it just, like, the movie seemed a lot more, like, whoever was working on it actually gave a fuck. Because it's all like, hey, here's some heavy emotion. This guy, right, his parents die. He's a kid, mind you. He watches them die. And he reacts in such. Fucking Robert Pattinson, or whatever her name is, reacts like his parents actually died. He has some emotion behind his character. Holy shit, this is some nerd shit. If you guys want to skip this, I'm not blaming you. I'm rewatching this during editing, and this is so fucking boring. I'm listening to it too. It's so fucking sad. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm grasping for content. Skip this shit. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's some fucking shallow incel death review. Skip fucking forward to the next part or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. Just skip this shit. It sucks. It's so bad. This guy's parents died. He has some residual emotion up here. They capture that somewhat with Robert Pattinson. So I'm saying, if we want more good Robert Pattinson movies, as Batman, mind you, we kill his parents. Gun him down in front of him. Might not have the same emotional effect as if we were to do it as a kid. But, parents still dead. I feel I have to add this here because some of the people that fucking follow me are brain dead babies. But this is a joke. A joke. Before anybody tries to witch hunt me, I'm kidding. It's a joke. So, I also like how people, they like simp and obsess over this fucking whoever plays the Riddler. I'll look him up. This fucking random guy, Paul Dano. Thought he played a really good fucking Riddler just for like the fact of he's a kid. I didn't realize that. Yeah, back to my point. People are obsessing over this guy, Paul Dano, right? Boop, put a picture out. And they're like, oh, it's all, by mind you, it's all the fucking social rejects and shit. Like the people that have no friends. They're like, Daddy Paul Dano, your cock is so cute. Just like obsessing over this random guy. They're like, he's so tall and hot. He's 6 foot and he has a wife and kids. Kid, mind you, kid. Let me preface that with kid. And like my whole thing is, right? He played it good. He was a good Riddler. I thought it was pretty cool. There was funny moments. Like you go on like TikTok, holy shit, TikTok or like Twitter, and you just bring him up. You get all these fucking douchey, like contrarian, blue-haired chicks that are like, Paul Dano, give me your sperm, give me your baby gunk. Shut the fuck up. Stop, please. You're gross. You weird me out. I don't like seeing that. It's... Imagine his wife feels, mind you, as well. I don't want to say this, but he kind of looks like a pedophile. Swiss Army Man was a pretty good movie, too. I don't know. It's like the end of the day, all that really matters is it was a good movie. Because nobody gives a fuck. 20 years, you won't even remember it. It'll be like my husband walking home, I see a crock pot, I'm like, shit, I gotta beat my wife now. She goes, honey, Paul Dano died. Who the fuck is Paul Dano? The guy who played the Riddler? Fucking 2022? Batman? You know, Robert Pattinson? It was like a daytime where people were just like, oh my god, Robert Pattinson, emo, so hot, bazoingas, right? I thought that was gonna last. I don't care. Robert Pattinson's good looking. He's not a bad looking guy. But then you go over and you look at like fucking Paul Dano, insert picture, and he looks like a fucking pedophile. He looks like Jared from Subway. I say that the rudest way possible as well, by the way. He looks like if you took Jared from Subway's DNA and remade him. Also, back to Jared Fogle, pedophile from Subway. Subway Jared Fogle speaks from prison. I royally screwed up. No shit, Jared. Child porn is screwing up. They only give him 15 years, too. What the fuck? He should be in there longer. I wonder what he's going to do when he gets out now. What is this guy going to do? Because he can't go back into, like, advertising. Nobody's going to fucking hire this guy. They're going to be like, you're a known pedophile. He worked for Subway, and then all of a sudden, hey, look, this guy's a pedophile. Nobody's going to want him to work for him. He doesn't have to work at like a grocery store. And you're better off just leaving him in fucking prison. Might I add, though, pre-prison Jared Fogle had a fucking clean-ass haircut. He had the middle-aged white dad. He kind of looks like the senator from Metal Gear Solid or Vengeance. he looks like General Armstrong. Could have played college ball, you know. I think they should deploy all like the pedophiles and stuff in Ukraine. Give them like 1911s with like 4 rounds. That's it. Good luck, my friend. You have been selected. No. Please, I won't touch another kid. No, you're going to the gulag. This guy really does look like fucking General Armstrong, though. Here, put a picture up. Stop asking me to put goddamn pictures up. It's taking too much damn time. Considering I'm editing this, put a picture up. Kill yourself, you fat retard. I'm not putting any more pictures up. Boogeyman. That's another one of the topics funnily enough, if you guys want to hear the topics I had written down. For number 1, Chris Rock getting smacked. Number 2, March weather. Number 3, Social Security. Number 4, Boogeyman. Don't know why I wrote Boogeyman. And so I was going around asking people that I know what I should like talk about for the podcast. Because, you know, I'm unoriginal and not funny. Most of my comedy comes from fucking Metal Gear Solid or Revengeance poops. Edit parodies people making shit. But I was going around asking people, and some guy just like I don't talk to normally. I'm like, this guy has to have he has to be a well of knowledge. He's like an NPC in a video game. I'm like, hey, what should I talk about? And he just like he looks at me, he goes, George Floyd. What? I really want Subways now. I want a tuna sandwich. Winning through loving 13 lessons for turning your life around. You can't turn your life. You're a pedophile. You're on a registry. You can't turn that around. Murdering somebody also can't turn that around. Robbery, maybe. If you try hard enough, maybe. Who knows? But fucking a pedophile, no. You're registered. You're on the list. Speaking of lists, the guy who wrote the Anarchist Cookbook, I'm pretty sure, William Powell. This guy wrote a book. I don't know. Here's a little backstory. Anarchist Cookbook. Boop. Put it up there as a picture. Okay, so he wrote a book called The Anarchist Cookbook, which I've read. He wrote a book about how to just be a fucking asshole. It was like how to make... There was stuff in it that was just like being a general douche. It was like, oh yeah, here's how to clog somebody's swimming pool. Why? It was supposed to be like how to rebel. Oh, how to riot and stuff. It's fucking stupid. Nobody's actually gonna use any of that. Like, man, I'm gonna rebel against society using this book that's fucking 60 years old. I'm better off going down to the corner store and, like, getting a picket sign. You do more damage with a picket sign than anything. I don't know, it's getting oddly political. Or whatever the fuck, political. It's the first episode. Let's not start with that. But I just find it funny. He died 4 years ago. Or not, like 6 years ago. And I remember a interview with him. And he just goes, like, the interviewer is like, do you regret writing this book? And he goes, nah. The typical old man. And I just like the fact of how he responded. There's no in-depth, like, no, I think it supplies the masses with knowledge that should be known if our government ever goes rogue or like something happens or whatever. It's just like Nah. This guy is definitely on the fucking list. On the topic of old people on lists, Cheech and Chong. I like watching his TikToks. I don't smoke pot. Not one for it. Fat. Don't got good lungs. I just thought it was fucking hilarious because if you don't know, Cheech, the more attractive, I would say, of the bunch. Here's a picture. Chong looks like a fucking Mr. Potato Head. It looks like a Mr. Potato Head grew a body and arms and legs. But Cheech is under surveillance by the FBI, which I don't know if saying that would get me in trouble, but he is, because he's gone on camera and stuff, and he's talked about it. He's like, yeah, people like drive by my house all the time, and they just park outside and they sit in their car and watch my house. And I brought this up in a conversation with a friend who does smoke pot, and he's like, nah, that's just him being paranoid. I don't think it's being paranoid. If someone drives to my house and they sit outside and stare at me through my window, and there's like bicyclists that like I see them every day, and they like drive up and they like sit on the bench across from my house, and they have like the newspaper with a camera, and they're like sitting, and they're like, you can see them taking. There's like the flash is still on. They're like, and they're like taking pictures. I'm like, I don't think he's being paranoid. At all, because it hits a point where paranoid, I can understand it, but it's just the fact of you're getting gang stalked because you smoke so much pot that you're getting in trouble. That's the whole idea behind Cheech. That's why he's worried. And he doesn't have much to be worried about because I'm pretty sure he lives in a legal state. Which, good on him. He's like fucking, I think, 85, 86. He doesn't have that much longer. And I'm like, at what point do you get taken off of registries? Like, at what point am I going to die? And then the government's like, oh, we still have to watch him for a couple more years in case he comes back. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy going to do? You're going to bust this 86-year-old man for pot. You're going to go in his house, and he's like, do you have any pot in your home? And he's going to be like, yes. The fuck are you going to do, arrest him? He's just going to give himself a heart attack. He's going to be in the car, and he's going to be like, that's it. And he's like, starts choking up and seizing. He doesn't have much to be worried about. I sentence you to life in prison. Okay? Fuck you. And he dies. Like, what is the whole, like, I don't understand the reasoning behind this. Something else I find, like, really funny. I like how from a really, like, early period in time, drugs are banned. They're not banned, they're allowed or whatever. There's a crackdown on crack and heroin because those drugs suck. They're bad. They make you feel like shit, and they kill you. And it just hits a point in time where they like slowly pass legislative bills that are like, yeah, no, we're banning pot now, and not companies, policies set in place like MI6 or CIA that would just drug people and try to brainwash them, and then all of a sudden, the government's like, wait a second. If we can't catch the people buying the drugs, why not just sell it to them? So, certain states are like, hey, yeah, no, you guys have your pot and stuff back. And now those states have their pot back. Have you guys ever researched who owns all the businesses? Primarily, like, chain-wise, who supplies them as well? It's the government, actually. Because I talked to my dad, and he's like, yeah, when I was a kid, you used to be able to go to, like, the drugstore, and you can get them in little baggies or whatever, because it was like a genuine prescription. And I'm like, I did research into it, and I'm like, the people who supply the CBD and, like, it's weed in general is the government, which I find wild. Mainly for the fact of You think they'd have enough fucking money from me getting arrested for defending myself? To rebuttal on an earlier point, they'd have enough money to from that. They wouldn't have to do that. But, you know, fuck the government. Definitely should have written more time. I feel like I wasted a post-it note. This is why I need a co-host, because if I don't have a co-host, someone to talk to, I don't have anything to piggyback off of. All my comedy relies on, like, someone else talking and then me commenting on it and then just ranting about that thing for an hour. Which I didn't realize, like, at the time of recording this. I'm like, this is fucking hard. This is not easy at all. I'm trying to like focus on the camera, and I'm like, I keep like looking down, and there's a picture of fucking Chong staring at me. If you want to know, that's what I keep staring at. I've also got a picture of boobs up in my corner right there. I don't. I wish I did. It's like uncomfortable. I feel like I'm in like a job interview or something. There's just a small ball with a blue light on it, and then I'm staring into while I talk. If I raise the microphone to my lips seductively. This was really supposed to be podcast form, but I like the idea of me being able to enunciate when I talk with my hands. I also like the idea of being able to put graphics up, so when I'm talking about like Paul Dano, I can like put a picture of Paul Dano up. I don't know, this is really fucking difficult. Count on it, next episode, probably gonna have a co-host. Gotta figure out some people that I meld well with. Fucking, I gotta get this picture off my fucking screen. He's so fucking ugly. Oh, here's a good topic. Elden Ring. Alright, I can understand where everyone's coming from. They're like, but Miru, this game is so good. Oh my god, this game is so fun. I'm having so much fun. And then you have like the other opposite spectrum. People are like, this game is too hard, and I need a difficulty slider. And I'm like, they're like, oh, this game is so fun. I know you're talking about Miru. What are your complaints about it? Ba 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 ba. It's fun, right? And I can understand the other side of the argument. It's like, this game is so difficult. We need difficulty. We need tweaks. We need something. We need help. I need some more summons. I need more magic damage, right? And like, I kind of realize, watching from the outside perspective, these guys just fucking suck at Dark Souls. I'm like, this doesn't feel like a Dark Souls game, because it's like way too open. I'm used to being able to like, alright, here's the main path, right? You go, whoop, you go that way, you can go that way, there's a mini boss over here, you get more souls, bada bing, bada boom, you get more weapons. Like, yeah, Soul Calibur, you can skip levels, you can jump to certain areas, but you have to beat majority boss. Now you play Elden Ring, and I feel like I'm playing Breath of the Wild, excuse me. I had someone get upset at me for pronouncing it like that. So, like, my whole thing is, I'm like, what's wrong with it being Breath of the Wild, though? I'm like, did it have to be connected to Dark Souls itself? No, because it's like, in my opinion, maybe don't piggyback off of a game you designed before. Because I feel like a lot of the honest reception from this is the people that are like, this is my first time playing a Dark Souls game, and I'm personally not having fun. I've seen people that are like that, and they go play other games, and they're like, oh, this isn't like every other game in the franchise. I feel like a lot of the people that are like, oh, this game is so good, I need a the game. It's the people that are like watching other people bandwagon. They're like, oh my god, new Dark Souls game. We've been only waiting fucking 8 years, or what was it, like, it's like 2. Never mind. But you know what I mean. The mechanics are just the same. You got summons. If you see an enemy swing at you, you fucking roll into it. It's the same fucking game. It's got different weapon arts. It's got different areas, enemies. I completely understand. I fucking counter my own argument here. But my whole fucking point was that it doesn't feel like a normal Dark Souls game. Fucking this fat idiot doesn't... He can't get his words together. He's fucking stupid. I fuck with the pot guys. Those pot guys are funny. Here's a picture of the pot guys. And it's just like it feels like playing Dark Souls 3 in a different area. I feel like I'm playing on Breath of the Wild mod, if anything. Which it's not bad. It's not a bad game. But I feel like it wouldn't have done as well if it wasn't like piggybacking off of Dark Souls. Because it's like if I'm creator of hit game Call of Shit Poop, right? And we've had decent game, Infinite Warfare, dog shit, Black Ops 4, dog shit, World War II, dog shit, and then whatever games came up after that, and then this World War II, and which is also dog shit. Every World War II game they've come out with so far is like actually ass. World at War is okay. Every other game fucking sucks. But we make a new game, and it's not storyline orientated like the rest of the games, minus Black Ops 4. It's more open world and expansive. You can go fight bosses when you want, or not bosses. You can go clear out areas when you want, however you want. It doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game. It feels like Call of Shit Poop. I mean, it just feels like The Division or something. If you would have came to me like Elden Ring, right? It's not connected to Dark Souls at all. Different company, whatever, yada yada. I would have responded like better to it. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm just trying to get extra time. Why is it so fucking hard? It's actually really difficult. No, but I feel like if it wasn't connected, you'd have more stable fan base. I give it a fucking a half a year. All the people are gone. That's how it was with Death Stranding. Don't get me wrong, Death Stranding was a pretty fucking interesting game. I liked it, and it has like Dark Souls elements in it with the fucking message leaving, which I find really funny. all the people that are just dying to these random fucking messages that people are leaving around. You go on Twitter and you look up like Elden Ring message, and people are like, "What the fuck? What the fuck are these messages?" It's like they've never encountered a troll online before. You know, these people are like, "What does it mean by tri-finger butthole? Might need two-handing." They're like, "What is it?" Or you get all these like Japanese people that are like, "What the fuck is Fortnite?" Because it's like fort, and then it's a second line. It's like night. And that was fucking hilarious to me. Just. Can you imagine not speaking English and you go and you're like, let me try playing this in English. I've been taking English classes for a while, and the first message you see is Fortnite or tri-finger butthole. I'd be so fucking confused. I'm like, what are they talking about? Excuse me? Oh, speaking of Dark Souls, Nikocado Avocado. That guy's a fucking nutcase, might I add. The first picture you see when you pull him up is him and another man kissing. Which I don't have a problem with, but I'm pretty sure they're divorced or whatever. God, I feel bad for that other guy. First picture of Nikocado Avocado. Pre-war, and then put a picture of post-war Nikocado Avocado and compare them, okay? Fucking the first picture is just this asshole. I don't like that. Alright, so if you don't know who Nikocado Avocado is, he's a really fat guy. He wasn't always fat. He used to be a vegan, might I add. He's very good at violin, liked him. Very good at Bach. Used to watch him all the time. And now, he's a screaming man baby, which is kind of what I've been defiled to. At least I don't have as many chins as him. I got like two, if that. I got like two if I push my head back. But he's kind of hit the pain train as of late, hitting his villain arc, if you may. which I'm kind of hoping for a redemption arc right now. Because if he does come back like a fucking ripped. He has the build for it, might I add. For like lean muscle, he definitely has like the build. There's a picture of him eating hot Cheetos. He's fucking throwing up. What the fuck, man? God, his man tits are smaller than mine. What the fuck? What injustice is this? Yeah, like people like PewDiePie, they're like claiming he's promoting obesity or whatever. I don't think that's the case. I think what he's majority doing is using shock humor or shock in general to gather views and clicks. Because like when I'm scrolling and insert funny mukbang picture here, he's like screaming and eating food and he's fat. And I'm watching and I'm not like, hey, let me go eat an 8-course meal and gain a fucking another 100 pounds. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that and going like, holy shit, I need to work out. I look exactly like this guy with glasses and somewhat facial hair. If you can't see it, I got a little bit of chin hair. There's blonde. I don't know. Oh, he's on a breathing tube now. I don't know. Seeing this shit makes me not want to be fat. But it doesn't make me want to be more obese. If anything, it makes me want to fucking work out more because I don't want to be looking like this guy. I'm going on the beach in a week. I don't want to fucking take my shirt off and my flap billow out. I think the worst part about all of this. Oh, here's a good picture. Boom. Put it right here. It's a picture of him holding a bunch of Olive Garden stuff with a breathing tube in, which doesn't particularly make me want to watch that video because I feel like I'm gonna hear a lot of like of the respirator pump putting air in his lungs because he weighs fucking like 600 pounds. I don't know. I feel like if you really want to promote obesity, it'd be like if somebody with a high value subscriber count would be going online and going like, listen guys, you guys gotta go eat a ton of food right now. Go eat everything in your fridge. Listen there, you right there, buddy. Yeah, I see you right in the camera. If you don't go and eat a bunch of food, I'm gonna nail your cat to your door. I feel like the problem deprives from like he didn't. It's kind of like the feeders thing, the Reddit. I think it got banned, actually. That's disappointing. So if you don't know, feeders on Reddit is like... It's a community of people that get paid to eat stuff. It's feeder fetishism. It's an active subreddit. Here, I'll find some kind of appropriate image to place here that doesn't have a guy's junk on screen because that's what I just pulled up and I don't want to see that. Female content only. It's called r/stuffers. Here's the thing. If you want to go check it out, I'm not putting an actual hyperlink in. She ripped her pants. Disclaimer for the rest of the video. There's gonna be weird imagery, shit that I'm not a fan of. A lot of it's gonna be censored because post editing, I realize a lot of it's a little too inappropriate for fucking YouTube and stuff. So, yeah, don't go to the r/feeder subreddit. It's gross. Yeah. Alright, this is the final warning I'm giving you. If you get triggered by any of this shit, it's not my fault. I did warn you twice. Dude, she's eating a whole fucking thing of cookie jam. Female content only, no cyber stalking, no trading post. All content must be people of 18 plus. Self-promotion read below. Consent. Listen to this. For rule number 6 for consent, click on it. It gives you an overview of the rule. And under the overview, which makes sense, all people involved in content must be consented to being posted online. Do not post creep shots of other person. The last part is what fucking makes me crack up, because every rule has an origin. Everything that's been written has an origin. So this part, do not ask how to secretly get my girlfriend to gain weight. Someone's asked that question before. Because you don't walk in a shop and you go, like, you look at the thing and you go, huh. Like, there's a reason there's a no stealing sign. Because some people have stolen from that area before, okay? People steal. So someone had to be going around asking him, hello, yes, I'm a feeder connoisseur, and I'm inquiring how to get my 125-pound girlfriend to be fat. Can you just imagine if that's Will Smith? He's just trying to get Jada fat. That's why he got back with her. Oh my fucking god. How people look at this and be like, get attracted. Is this what it's like when women look at me? They're like, what the fuck? Dude, this chick's tits are out. Ew. Alright, let me preface this by saying I am not attracted to any of this at all. And I'm like scrolling through them. It's something you ever realize if you like go into anything porn related or anything women related at all, or femboy related. Let's throw it out there. There's a lot of like people that are just fucking weird. Can I bounce my stuffed belly on top of you? Guys, this is kind of shit that makes me want to work out. I don't have much drive to lose weight, to be honest. I kind of like being my size. I can lift pretty hard, but like I see stuff like this and I'm like, how hard it would be to lose all of it. I want to get rid of it completely. Okay, so for the people that can't see what I'm seeing, it's a guy. He married a woman, attractive young lady. She's pretty skinny too. It's a before and after. It looks like it says, the caption says when we were engaged, and the picture's right before the wedding, and then 2 years after we got married, and she looks like a completely fucking different person. I don't know if I could show it because it's really fucking weird. No, I'm uncomfortable now. I was hungry like 20 minutes ago. I was like thinking about what I was gonna order for food, and then now I'm like going through these, and I'm like, my lips turn down in disgust. My top lip might seem in a grinning fashion. It's just like fucking gross, man. That's why I have sex with men. Post by Hello Exella, right? It's a picture of her laying sideways. She's very naked, and she's seemed to have gained a lot of weight. And something my favorite thing to do is going into the comments and checking the top responding comment. So Green Excitement 268, excuse me. There's 2 accounts. This guy has 2 accounts to post an r/stuffed under Anyway, here's the fucking comments. Always amazing to see just how big you can get your beautiful big belly. People want to be under your big. Very poor grammar. It's the same comment like 8 times. I want to have sex with you. Who just comments that? Who just goes online and goes, You know what I'm going to do today? I'm a little horny. Let me go on a Reddit page and like comment stuff like, it's gross. Or you'll see it on like Instagram or something. I follow a couple models. let's say on Instagram or Twitter, for example, and you have these like grown ass like men with like it's like their Twitter picture, the AVI is just like them with their kids, and the comments like, "Oh, you dirty girl, cover up, you dirty girl, you're making me feel a little horny," and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't think we should have a restriction on minors going on like people's pages, and people should put restrictions on like an age limit on their posts, because I can go to the comments and some fucking old Indian guy that's like, "Hello, my friend, I will spread your pussy and eat that shit like curry," and like this fucking like it's like a picture of him like close up to his fucking nose. He's like breathing in the camera. And their pages are always like private and stuff. I'm waiting for the day I find one, and it's like pictures of his wife and kids and shit. Handcuffed force feeding is the best. What the fuck? Here's another one by Growing Mally 99. It's OP, by the way, which means original poster for any of you fucking uninformed people. It's a picture of her handcuffed, being force-fed food, which, you know, subject of scrutiny currently that we're reviewing. And Captain Smith 886 responds with, "If I was there, I'd tie you down and not stop till you're ready to pop." What the fuck? And then OP decides to respond, "Why stop there?" Captain Smith 886 responds with, "I don't want you to pop. If you pop, I can't stuff you later." I want to I'm throwing up in my mouth. OP responds, "Then we should at least make the buttons of all my pants pop. Shouldn't be too hard, lol." Captain Smith immediately, boop, took that chance, ran with it, went from pants popping to I want make your bra pop off your jiggly body. What? Any comment? Do people not understand like your IP is linked to the shit you post online? OP responds, "It's hard to find bras that sizes. They're always too small, lol." Captain Smith responds, "Well, it's about to get a lot harder if I'm feeding you." Growing Mally responds, they're having like e-sex in the Reddit comments. It's gross. I don't know why I'm here. What though? I gotta get out of here. You know it's bad when you send it to the group chat and they respond with a a Draco Malfoy gif. But here's the thing, if I don't get off the bed at all, why wear a bra? Oh, you got cock-blocked. Captain Smith responds with, "Good question, and I have an answer. If you don't have to wear one, why not show me those tits in DMs?" Which is a pretty bold move, I guess. It's probably not that hard to find them, I'd assume. Can't be paying that much for them. And OP responds with, "It seems you reached the paywall." Gory, what a hell of a way to come. Woof. Fuck this guy. Does it keep going? Oh, it keeps going. Captain Smith 886 responds with, "I guess I have. Maybe I'll toss some cash your way, maybe not." Growing Mally responds, "You can still DM me though." Am I wrong for feeling uncomfortable here? "Oh, Marusha, you clicked on the link yourself. Ah!" It's not the point. Why am I able to access this so easily? This is a Reddit account. I have one of these. If nothing else makes me anorexic, this will. I start posting pictures of myself on here. People pay for this kind of stuff, top dollar. I might start posting myself on here. Are there any other comments? Oh, excuse me. There's one other comment, or two if you count the OP responding. By Domfahub 6 hours ago. At a girl. Period. Which, a lot more respectful than the guy e-begging for e-tits online. You ever, see a picture and you can tell you're fucking... You ever smell a picture? I smell it right now. My room stinks. I can just smell the shit in her ass that she didn't watch out. So, if you ever want a good porn recommendation, come to me. I've got all the links. I don't know. You find some of these posts that are they're like, yeah, I just ate an entire fucking serving of stuffed shells, cake pops, ice cream, pizza, fucking the works, and they're fucking ginormous. And then you find other people that are like, look at this fat, stinky, ugly bitch, and it's some average-sized woman. What? It's not even a picture that was sent to them. It was it's not me jerking off. I'm scratching my thigh. It's just a random fucking picture off their Instagram, which is funny because one of the rules is no cyber stalking. I think the one problem with this subreddit is you click on things, you go in the subreddit, and everything's auto fucking blurred out on Reddit, might I add, which this site has child porn and they don't do anything about it. But this stuff shit is well, we gotta blur that. We gotta get that out of here. Pretty sure this has been taken down before, the subreddit itself. 22 female. When you've gotten so big, you can hold your belly like dough. Oh, what the fuck, man? Oh, what the hell? What the fuck am I looking at, man? Yeah, I hope my family members don't watch this after I'm done editing it. I've never been so turned off in my life. Oh, here's one. It's called Bloated. The tag is bloated, by the way. This is what happens when you have pizza rolls and tacos. Can't be that bad, surely. No, it's not even that bad. Yeah, see, it's kind of like pointing a gun at your head. You couldn't pull the trigger and there's no bullet in the chamber. Or you can pull the trigger and there's a bullet in the chamber. Or, alternatively, you can scroll through the subreddit and you're going to wish there's a bullet in the chamber. Because I wish I had a gun to kill myself with. Because this sucks. I like how Reddit is telling me, if you enjoyed that post, upvote it so more Redditors will see it. No! Why? Why would I do that? Why would I curse other people? I'm not a fucking Cthulhu acolyte. I'm not cursing anybody else with the knowledge of seeing any of this. Not in a million years. You couldn't pay me money to give me... Hey, dude. Check this link out. This is some good shit right here. They look at it and they never talk to me again. The problem is, all these pictures, the women have their tatas out, so I can't show any of them. Spent the day in heels and stuffing myself while running errands. What about you? This lady weighs 125 pounds max. You're not fat. Get the fuck off the subreddit. You're not fat. I wonder if there's people like that are like, this chick isn't fat enough. Get the fuck out of here. There's gotta be. There's no doubt in my mind. I wish all the really hot, muscly women would come in here and start arguing with them how it's in 4chan. If you go to Fit or /Fit or something, and you just fucking look at any of the subreddits, someone's like, yeah, I just recently hit a new PR on bench for 225, and there's always some fucking contrarian douchebag that's like, 225? That's nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing to me. You're a little piece of garbage. You're nothing. You're nothing. I'm not like, What the fuck? Just say congrats on the new PR. Like, what the fuck, man? Jesus. Or like, for example, people that are like Instagram, for example, that are like, oh, trying to think of a good claim. Hey guys, look at this new car I bought, for example, right? And there's always some fucking douche that's like, well, my car is cooler than yours, and you're a little piece of shit, and no one's ever gonna love you. You live off of food vouchers, you poor piece of shit. And the person's like, this is my first car I bought myself, and they're showing it off online. Anyway, I can't wait to edit this later and have to add every single picture that I found. Oh boy, I'm excited. Fucking, I gotta see all of that over again. Anyway, I've gotta go take a shit. My body's physically trying to lose weight after seeing that. That was gross. Alright. I know it's just me and you, viewer. Yeah, I'm talking to you specifically. Yes, you. Don't look behind you. I'm talking to you. Eyes. Contact, right? Alright. Man to man. Man to woman. Man to they. Alright? Whatever. Helen Keller did not fly that fucking plane. You're gonna look me dead in the eye and tell me, oh, you don't need to fly, to take off to fly a plane. I'm like, this bitch is blind, okay? She's not like, oh, let me move over. Here, you got out of the seat. I'm sitting in the cockpit. I'm driving the plane around. That's not considered flying a plane, okay? If I was blind, I'd be doing like barrel rolls and shit. I don't have anything to lose. I'm blind. I'd be like, and then the fucking like, I'd like, I'd fucking start dog fighting and shit. They're like, ah, and I can't hear anything. I'm deaf blind. I'm Helen Keller. What are you gonna do? Stop me? You can't hit me. I'm a deaf and blind person. Look, that's like a decent debate. I'm like, if you want someone who's not problematic, date like a vegetable. Or marry a vegetable or whatever. I was like, if they were to piss you off in some kind of way, like Stephen Hawking's like whatever he says. According to my calculations, fucking Stephen, all you have to really do is just push him over. What is he gonna do? Get up? Oh, it was him. Fucking Mr. Hat, like New Vegas. Take him out of his anti-chamber. Just fucking hit him with a tire iron. Just beat him to fucking death. He's a vegetable. He's gonna do drive away. He's gonna put his fucking Gatling guns on. How do I fucking pause this? I gotta go take a shit.